Morning, brew tubers. Beanham Homebrew here again. Yeah, didn't get to do a video last week, didn't get to do a brew last week. Work got in the way, which was not too good. So I definitely said, right, this Sunday we're doing a brew. We need to do a brew. I've done a couple of bottles, bottling, should I say. I'll just quickly say this before I get onto the brew. This was the Courage's one that I'd done. I don't think you can see the colour of that, but I was quite pleased with how that one turned out. I've put it in mainly brown bottles, but I've put it in clear just so I could see, but I don't know whether you can see. It's not too bad. As I say, that's the best bottle of all of them I'm showing you there. I have got some that have got a little bit of sediment, I think, at the top, but you can obviously see the sediment at the bottom on them. So they were done 2 weeks ago, I think they were bottled. I haven't put labels on them, I've just put numbers on the cap. So that was the first one. That was the Courage's one, done with a malt extract. And then the second one was, I've got a bit of a confession to make. I've done two, and it was that Geordie's. I don't know if you can see that. The light's a bit. Geordie's, whatever. This one was the winter warmer, and the other one, which is still in the fermenter, was the mild. I think I might have mixed the labels up. Obviously one day, had the door open, these were just sat on top of the barrels, the wind blew, next minute they were on the floor, and I picked them up and thought, right, which label went on which one? But hey ho. So I'm not really going to know the difference, because I did use one with light malt extract, and the other one I used brewing sugar. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, because I can't really do a proper comparison, because like a Wally, should have maybe marked the tub, but because I was using a permanent marker, maybe I should have got sellotape and stuck it on the top. But oh, you live and learn, don't you? You live and learn. So I did bottle that on Wednesday. Again, I've not done a video because, Christ, I look like Laurel and Hardy roll into one trying to bowl. Christ alive, watching them on the YouTube, they make it look so easy. I'm obviously doing something totally wrong, because I don't know, I was getting it everywhere on the first one. On the second one, I enlisted the help of my girlfriend, so that made it a little bit easier for bottling. So on the first one, she drank 2 pints of it before I could get it in the bottle. She liked that one. This second one, she drank a pint and then decided that she wasn't overly keen on it. So I don't know. It was really cloudy when I first bottled it, but I've picked this one up this morning, and it seems like it's starting to clear now. So as I said, I've done the same with this one. I've put the majority in brown bottles, and I've put some in the clear. Obviously, I'm always going to get sediment in the bottom, as you could see there. I'm actually thinking about maybe kegging it and then doing from a keg into a bottle to see whether I could get rid of the sediment. I should have had you around the other way, because to be honest, when you shine it up and look out there, it's starting to clear. Cool. Yeah. When I bottled it on Friday, it was like dishwater. I thought, oh my god, that's going to taste awful. I have tried one. It's not the best, but it's drinkable. It's definitely drinkable. So hopefully the aging process will improve it. So yeah, in a few more weeks I'll do some beer reviews. That's the one. I'll do some beer reviews on it. As I say, so they're just sat here for a week, and then what I've done is I've been putting them in boxes. I've got a shed next door that stays sort of super cool, so I've been putting them in there. So I've got these ones, and I say I've still got that one to keg, but I don't know, it's still bubbling like a nutter on Friday. So I thought, well, I won't do it on Friday. So I did take a reading yesterday, which was Saturday. I'll take another one today, and if it's still the same reading as yesterday, then yeah, I'll bottle it this afternoon, hopefully. Apologies for the static. Oh, this was clean and ripped it, caught it. Oh, it's been a right old palaver this morning. But yeah, let's get back to the job in hand. Right, I'm going to do a mash. I think it's, yeah, a mash. half mash, I suppose. It is a oatmeal stout. Yeah, oatmeal stout. This, I might have to move the camera somewhere else. Let's put it there. Look, there we go. Oatmeal stout. Right. So I've been using that boiler that was playing up, and I've messed around with it all week. It's been perfectly fine. So I'm not really sure what happened to that, but I will now carry on and try and do these Herm systems, as they call it. So I'm doing it in this igloo, which I've seen the hapless ginger brew. He subscribed, thank you very much, and another gentleman subscribed, and I apologise for that. I've forgotten his name. I'm absolutely awful with names. I will remember it and I will give him a shout out. I think they're the only 2 subscribers, but yeah, brilliant. I like watching their videos, and as I say, and all your other brew tubers, fantastic, you know, all the information and stuff. But yeah, so I've cleaned this. I'll show you it in a minute. Obviously you can't see it, I'm stood in front of it. And I've got the grains. It don't say much on there, I do apologise. Here we are, Premier Grains Oatmeal Stout. So I had them up there, got them out, get them warm, because everyone says obviously you've got to maybe bring them up to keep the temperature to 66. It's in there at the moment, I think it's 77, so I'll sort of mash that in. It says to do it in a bag, so I've put a bag in there, so everyone's going to say, well, why you got it in there with a hop strainer in the bottom and you got it in a bag? I don't know, I'm only doing what it says on the leaflet. New to it again, most probably didn't need to put it in a bag, and then I thought, well, I can take it out, wash it out, and wash the bag out. I don't know, I might give this to the chickens, they might like that, I don't know, might get off their face, I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, I've put it in now, I've read the instructions. With the kit also, sorry for the waffling again, you get a couple of malt extracts, so that's why I sort of said it's not a full mash, I don't think, because obviously I'm adding malt extracts. There's 2 of them, and presume that's dextro, just says add with the extract. And then there is a hop addition. Really light, it's terrible, I should have put it back over that side, apologies for that. Yeah, and some hops, and that goes in the first part of the boil for an hour. Last time I had it go everywhere, obviously watching a few more YouTube videos, and I see Hapless use it. Got my squirty bottle ready, full of water. It's all been sanitised and cleaned and double cleaned and cleaned again. So yeah, got that. I must mark that up, or someone will come along and use it, put something in it, and then there we go. But yeah, apologies for the mess. I've got absolutely covered, and sweat dripping off me. It's not that warm outside today, but when you've got these boilers going, they don't know how to get you warm. So yeah. So no further ado, what we're going to do then is check the temperature of that, get this mashed in, I suppose is what they call it. Then I've got to leave that for an hour. No, tell a lie, half an hour. Got to leave it for half an hour. And then they say, don't sparge it, don't shake it about, don't squeeze it, just take it out. And then obviously I've got to move that into the boiler. I've bought myself a couple of pumps, and this named lead thing I've called it now, I've called it a brew trolley. It's only a trolley because it's got them on there, so I thought I'd give it a name, a brew trolley. So I'm going to do some upgrades to that, just to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to cover the top, I think, with a sheet of stainless, because it's on wood, obviously it gets wet. It'd be easier to clean if I put a bit of stainless on it. Might make a couple of little drip trays to sit at the front, put a little bit at the back, and I can do me ducting for the ventilation. It's got to be able to move out and be pushed outside, because if I've got to do any maintenance to the heating system, I can't obviously keep it there. So it is on wheels. It's just some material I had left over, quickly knocked it up, welded it up. So yeah, obviously bits to be done to that. As I say, I've got some pumps, so eventually all of this will be same as sort of Hapless's and the Old Farts Brewery. I can insulate them, so that was the other reason I'm not actually doing it in the boiler, because it's not insulated. But I could have kept it on, could have churned it over, I don't know, I suppose that's another learning curve, but you know, that's what we're here for. So I'm going to try and video that, but no my luck, I'm going to end up dropping it in there, so you will get a close up if that goes in there, and then we'll have problems. So it's over 10 minutes I've been waffling for now, so apologies for that. So yeah, this is what we're going to do, the oatmeal stout. Let's see how this gets on. You all ready for a laugh? Yeah, let's have a laugh. Rightio, I'll get that sorted and then we'll come back. Right, there we go. As I say, there's the where's my finger? There's the grain bag, which is obvious. It's all in there. Smells absolutely gorgeous. You can smell the roasted grains. So that's all been put in there, mixed up. That's at 66 degrees. So I've now got to leave that for half an hour. So yeah, we'll leave that for half an hour. Go on to the next stage. Right guys, sorry about the back of my head. I've put you up there, so try not to do a lot of jumping about. I don't want you guys falling from off there. So yeah, that's been oh Christ, whoops, ow. That wasn't too clever, was it? That's been half an hour. Need to check it. I've got, what have I done with it? I've got that digital one, and I've got this one here. Just to have a look, make sure that I haven't cooked it. I suppose if you cook it too, steep it too hot, it'll burn or taste horrible, don't know. So yeah, bear with me, new to this, need to sort this video in malarkey out. Try and sort out something better than this. Right, what we got there? Oh, I think we lost too much temperature there. I think it's at 64. 64. No, maybe 65. 65, 66. It's getting there slowly. Sorry about this. I've got a digital one there, but I'm not overly convinced this working right. I'm not sure. So I thought I'd use this one as well. Yeah, 66, 65 and a half. Let's not look, 65 and a half. As soon as I pull it out, it drops too quick. So yeah, 65 and a half. So I'm sort of happy with that. So I've got to get that grain bag out. Hang on one sec. I haven't thought about this, have I? Hang on. Right, sorry about that. What a calamity. Right, the grains are over there in that washing up bowl. It has been sterilised if I need any in there. There you go. Suppose it looks like hot tea. So that's there. Basically going to transfer that from there. Put it in the old tea urn. I've got the malt extract just warming in there. It's got to go in there as well. I'm going to try and position the camera somewhere, God knows where, so you can't see the back of my head. Yeah, this needs to be addressed later stage. So yeah, I'm going to transfer that. Obviously got the tap there, stick it in the boiler, add the extract and the other extract. Where are you? There you are. Add with extract is this, so presume that's destro. Yeah, so come back in a minute. Right, YouTube, it's me again, Beanham Home Brew. God knows what's going on here. I don't know if I have some issues. Just got this on to bring it to the boil. You can now hear it. It wasn't boiling earlier, so got. That's the middle tea urn. This one was the one that was playing up last time, and that one seems to be alright. Now it's this one, but as I say, you can't hear it coming to the boil, so I had a bit of a panic thinking, oh, not again. And it always seems to do that when I add the malt extract. So I did actually put the malt extract in a jug first to sort of make it more liquidy before putting it in there, but it's coming to the boil now. And I've got to obviously add the first hop addition and do an hour. So I don't know what's going on. So I was panicking, trying to get a tap on that one because I haven't actually done it. Next minute it's all over the side and oh, it's a right old mess again. Right gaming laughs, and I'm running around looking for PTFE tape and oh, I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't. as I say, it's now starting to boil. You can't even hear it boiling. Normally when there's water in there, they make quite a lot of noise, so I can only presume, because it's quite dense, that you can't hear it making a noise. Got my water bottle ready. As I said earlier on, I will be having to put some stainless over this because it has gone everywhere. So just hopefully I haven't got to change the wood, maybe rub it down, put a bit of stain on it, and then stick the stainless over the top. But work's to be done. I don't know whether, again, if it's would help once I've done the pumps. If I was to do a bit of a whirlpool type situation, I really don't know what's going on, because that one didn't start working for about nearly a week. This one, like I say, you can't hear it, but it's definitely boiling. I can see it's boiling. As I say, let me just, what's going on here? Let me just, don't put that on there too long. I've just had to clean all this again, so I'll just put it in there, sort of sterilise it off. Right, I'll pull it over. Ouch. So, as I say, I made the liquor up. I sort of thinned it, and it definitely says add all that in, so let's add all that in. Put that in the bin in a minute. I think things are going to get exciting in a minute. We've stirred that. Cool, fun and games, I tell you, fun and games. Well, I suppose this is how you learn. The other thing, I don't know whether it is that, which I haven't put on that one, and I might take it out on this one, is I've got one of them false bottoms in here. Sorry about the bad light as well. I'm not usually so shiny. I think it's got a bit brighter outside. So that's something else I need to deal with. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got my Heath Robinson pipe set up, just to try and take some of the steam away. As I say, I need to do some improvements. And before I forget, it's Rusty Homebrew, who's the other subscriber, and thank you for that, Rusty. Apologies not remembering earlier. I'm not going to lie, I still didn't remember. I had to look on the YouTube, but apologies for that. I will endeavour to remember. Maybe write them all down. As I say, I've got this. Right, it says then boil for an hour, so it's definitely boiling. We'll go here, isn't it? Let's get the old stopwatch going, or timer. Right, 1 hour. Let's go. Right, 1 hour 10 minutes. I didn't say 1 hour 10 minutes. Let's pause that. Let's get off it. Go back on it. Cancel that. Just put 10 minutes on there. Look at that. Can't even use worker stopwatch. Right, here we go. Right, 1 hour. I didn't see a hot break. I don't know when that happened, so I'll keep my eye on that. As I say, I was going to, while that was doing that, I was going to get the fermenter ready and everything and cleaned. I did clean it once I'd emptied it, but as I say, I do like to clean everything again before I use it. So I'll keep that up, my eye on that for a little bit. As I say, I'm all flustered now, eh? Flustered. An hour. So yeah, I've got to wait for that for an hour. I've got a wort chiller, so what I think I'll do is I'll dump that into the fermenter, put that wort chiller in there, because that's boiling water in there as well, after I've checked it all, make sure it's clean. Hopefully I've got the ends, and then I'll bring it down to the right temperature to do the yeast, to pitch the yeast, as they say. On this one, I think it says you've got to put the yeast, I'll have a read in a minute. I'm sure it says you've got to put the yeast in the in some lukewarm water before you chuck it in there. I suppose you chuck it in there and then stir it. And I must remember to take a hydrometer reading. Yeah, let's we'll come back again in a little bit. As I say, it might do a hot break. I don't know. The hops definitely went in there. You watch me put them in. So I don't know, I'll just keep my eye on it. So I've got my bottle ready. As I say, I took my eye off the ball and it went everywhere. So I've got to clean all that mess up. It's absolutely everywhere. So that's going to be fun and joy and fun. But yeah, there we go. I should have kept the lid off while I was doing that, but I thought I don't want anything getting in there if it's not boiling, because obviously it's going to lose temperature. But crafty thing behind my back started boiling. As I say, and you can't hear it. Normally when these are on, you can't hear a thing. So yeah, back shortly. Right, a stop and a twizzle and a start again. There's my Heath Robinson instruction, which is still on at the moment, but I'll turn it off. There is the water chiller. That's supposed to be stainless steel, but I'm not 100% sure with that because I have stretched it and moved it about a bit, but hopefully you can see in there. Let's not drop you in there. Obviously just about there, but that's basically it. It's just a coil of stainless, 2 pipes running down and out there. So yeah, put that on. Sorry for the dodgy camera work again. And there's the bin sat on top of that bin, all fermented up. I haven't put the Vaseline around there yet because obviously, as people know, if I put it in there and that water's too hot, it all melts off and makes a horrible mess. So I will definitely do that right at the end. Talking about Vaseline, this one, as you can see there, look at the amount of Vaseline I'm about to put on there. So this is the beer that I'm not 100% sure about. That tap started leaking. So I kept putting bloody Vaseline around it to try and stop it, and turned it to the side, and I don't know. So I will mark that one and maybe not use that one again. The amount of Vaseline I had to put on there, so I might, as I say, I'm going to do a odrometer reading on that. I don't know whether it's because it's gone up, as you can see on there, look, it's gone up to 26. It was right down at 22 and has been all week, but as I say, because I've been in here doing this, I don't know whether that's done something to that. Normally I keep it in the cupboard and it's perfect, but I don't know, something's not going on. But yeah, be back shortly. Right, YouTube, that's it. The pitched the yeast, just put it in the cupboard, sealed everything up with Vaseline. Maybe have a peek at it tomorrow. Just check this other beer in the back here, the Geordie Mild. I think I'm going to keg it. I bought myself a keg yesterday, so I think I'm going to fire it in a keg because I'm not 100% sure. I mean, it's been in there well over 10 days, but seems quite sort of gassy, but it smells alright. It smells very alcoholic-y. But yeah, so that's the first half mash, I suppose, I've done, because obviously it was a bit of a mash and there was some malt extract. It's quite thick, and I was right. It sort of burnt on the bottom, so hopefully it hasn't given it a burnt taste. Cleaned all that off, scraped it all off. That took a little bit of a while to get it off, but I have got it off. As I say, I think I might see if I can make some sort of stainless steel paddle or something to go in there, and I won't use the false bottom. I've taken the false bottom out, so maybe I don't need false bottom in there for boiling, because I always strain it before I put it in the fermenting bin. So I think it needs something going on, turning down there, to stop something from sticking. Or the other option, I suppose, is once I've got the pump sorted, put an elbow on it with a pipe or something, and turn the pump full blast and sort of circulate it in there so nothing can stick on the bottom. So I suppose bit of trial and error, unless anyone's got any comments that they think that might come in handy. Well, any comment will come in handy for me. So yeah, I've cleaned it up. I think it's time for a beer. As I was saying earlier, I've been picking these up. Shepherd and Neame. Can you see that? Shepherd and Neame. Double stout. It's not a high percentage. 3.8. 99p from that German store that we get in the UK, starting with L. Don't promote them or anything. You know, I don't get paid by them, but yeah, I found them in there. Shepherd and Neame. They do an IPA, Indian Pale Ale as well. That's 6.2%. I might show one of them on Wednesday or something, and do a Happy Homebrewing Wednesday. But I was paying 60p, I think, for a bottle, empty bottles. I know these ones are clear, some of the other ones are brown. But I thought, well, 99p, drink it, clean it, get to use the bottle. So that's what I've been using for bottling. So yeah, check them out. As I say, they've got another one they've just brought out that's in there called a Classic Ale. Again, I think that's only about 5.2. That's nice, very nice. This is nice actually. It's got quite, just 3.8. You can squash quite a lot of them, so you have to be a bit careful. The IPAs though, a little bit more rocket fuel there. Still, you could drink a few, but I think you'll find your legs aren't being very cooperative at the end. Let me just crack this open and stick it in a glass. As I say, it's not a review on my beer as yet, but hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so it's got a nice rich colour to it. I don't know if that's what my oatmeal stout will come out like. At the moment it's a lot thicker looking than that, but yeah, it's got very nice. Tell you what, after sweating away in here doing that, that's quite nice. Be even better when it's hopefully one of my own beers. My other half said about putting it in the keg, this one, because obviously I bottled all them, and she said, well, if you put it in there, gas it, and then maybe try it. If it ain't no good, then you ain't gone to all the effort of putting it in the bottle and then finding out that it ain't any good. I mean, it don't smell offy or anything. It smells very alcohol-y, so I've done a couple of hydrometer readings the last couple of days, and it stayed exactly the same, but it is still bubbling. So you know, I don't want to go to all that effort and just leave it in there and it go off. I haven't got my head around this secondary fermenting yet. I need to unfortunately I don't get absolute shed loads of time to look at absolutely loads of videos all the time, and I mean there are hundreds on there, so maybe I need to try. But yeah, getting back to this beer, it says it's it's black. Yeah, I suppose it's black-ish. The smell, roasted chocolate, hoppy. Taste, roasted coffee. Did I taste coffee in it? Obviously it smells quite hoppy and roasty, and yeah, I mean I think it's nice. As I say, can't grumble at 99p. As I say, I can use the bottle if it's not broken or anything, which generally they're not. Yeah, I can use the bottle, 99p. I say the other ones, the IPA, I think are 135, so a little bit more, but they're about the same as the other big brand stores that we've got here in the UK. They run sort of specials, but I just think that's a Shepherd and Neame thing that they're doing. So yeah, if anyone's interested, give them a whirl, even if you only buy a couple of them, you know, to try them. You've got the bottle if you're doing bottling. I mean, I actually like the shape of these bottles and the stuff, and yeah, so I think that's it for me this week. Hopefully I'll get and edit it, that's the word, edit it and get it up on there, and hopefully they get some good comments, and yeah, I'll give you the progress of how the other things are going on. I'm just going to clean the keg now. As I say, I'm not going to show you siphoning that out into the keg. I mean, there's hundreds of people that do it on the net. I mean, I think I'll put more on the floor than I'll put in the keg. As I say, you know, trying to get used to it. But yeah, I'll put that in the keg and then see how we get on. Try it in maybe a week or two's time and just see if it's got any off flavours or anything. As I say, the other one I bottled was really murky and thick, but I looked today, I showed you earlier, looks like it's clearing up, so something, you know, maybe that's what happens. As I say, it's the first time I've done one of them, so yeah, enough of my waffling. Hope everyone has a good weekend, or have had a good brew on a Sunday if they've done it on the Sunday or the Saturday, and yeah, onwards and upwards, I suppose, onwards and upwards. So yeah, maybe do a happy home brew Wednesday, but bye for now.